Peace. Yo, this is 2G, aka the Poor Righteous Teacher. I'm here to talk about baseball. Since baseball season is starting this Thursday, I want to talk about baseball and, where, the foundation came from and, how it affects us today. Well, before 1947, before Jackie Robinson came in the league, before and after 1947, the major leagues was segregated. Why? Because, society was segregated, so black players had to come up with their own segregated league, which was the Negro League. Yeah, that's right, the Negro League. And it's the greatest league in American history, but they don't tell you about it in school. Why? Because they don't want you to know about it. It's embarrassing for people of the other race to talk about it, but I'm talking about it today because a lot of people don't know and they need to know, especially the millennials. Yeah, like I said, they were the greatest league in American history. And they had to face hardships. It was tough. It was a struggle. Instead of when they would travel to go play other Negro League teams, instead of staying in hotels, they had to stay in jails, or sleep in cold cars. But a lot of people think Babe Ruth is the greatest baseball player of all time, and that's an absolute lie. And I'm gonna tell you why. Babe Ruth was a fat, lazy bum. All he did was drink beer and eat hot dogs. Half the time he was drunk on the field. He was slow. Yeah, he was. He was a hard hitter, but he had no competition. He knew how good Negro League players was. He didn't want nothing to do with them. Why? Because he was overrated. He knew it. Everybody else knew it, but he was a great white hope. So you know how that goes. The greatest baseball player of all time, like I said, it's not Babe Ruth. It's Satchel Paige. That's his name, Satchel Paige. He was a Negro League player. He got drafted to the Cleveland Indians when he was in his 40s, and he still dominated. Now, Jackie Robinson dominated alone. Jackie Robinson wasn't even the best Negro League player. He was just average. They let him in. They let one Negro in the major leagues, and he just dominated. Now, imagine if they would have let a whole team in. They used to have an all-star game at the end of each baseball season in the fall. Negro League team, the best Negro League team versus the best Major League Baseball team, and Negro Leagues would cream them every year. So it was other good Negro League players like James Cool Papa Bell, who's the greatest base runner of all time, and you had Josh Gibson. He was the best home run hitter of all time. And then you had good players like, you had good catchers like the Biz Mackey. That's right, the Biz Mackey. That's where Biz Markie got his name from. Biz Mackey. It's messed up. Everywhere I go, people ask me, "Oh, where you get that jacket from? That's a nice jacket." Well, give me $200 and I'll get you one. That's what I tell them. Yeah, and a lot of these players, are not in the Hall of Fame. Why? Because a few of them are, but you know how they do. You know how they do, black people. They wait years, 90 years, 100 years before they get recognized in sports, whether it be the military or whatever. They wait for them to get old or dead to say, oh, we should put them in the Hall of Fame. Just like the Buffalo Soldiers, the Tuskegee Airmen. The black soldiers in World War II, and the Civil War, they wait years later to recognize them, and they want to give them an award. Why you couldn't give them that when they was young? That's what I like to know. What, you got to get over that hump? Is it like it take you like 60 years to get a breath of fresh air? Oh, let's finally get these Negroes an award. They should have gave it to them a long time ago. Meanwhile, they gave white heroes and white athletes in the war right there on the spot, and they didn't even really do shit, but that's just the way they do us, but that's all I got to say about that. And by the way, Vainglorious, this is protected by the red, the black, and the green at the crossroads with the key, you sissies.